You're not going to overcome anxiety and insecurity until you understand that not every thought that comes into your mind is your own. Jesus says that the native tongue of the devil is lies. And so every day we have a constant battle of lies coming in from the enemy, telling you that you're not good enough, telling you that you're making the wrong decision, telling you that so-and-so is saying something negative about you, or telling you that if you make this decision, then these people are going to feel a certain type of way about you. And we have to understand that we need to take every thought captive. It says in 2 Corinthians 10:5, take every thought captive and make it obedient unto Christ. We need to understand where these thoughts are coming from and evaluate them and say, okay, is this actually what is really going to happen? Or is this a lie from the enemy being planted into my mind to get me to stop going in the direction that God calls me to go? I like to think about it where we kind of have three schools of thoughts that are coming in at all times, and we make decisions in our lives based on these thoughts. So you have thoughts from God, thoughts of the flesh, and thoughts of the enemy himself. And so the thoughts of God, that's the still small voice that's in the back of your mind that's coming in, telling you what direction you should go, and this is the way, walk in it. Kind of like your conscience, kind of like that gut feeling that you get. But the only way that we're really truly able to discern God's voice in our mind is if we are in the Word, because God's never going to tell you anything that contradicts Scripture itself. So we know how we should be living our lives day to day based on what the Scripture says. And then there's going to be decisions that you make throughout your life and choices to make throughout your life. And that's where God gives you that guidance in the direction to walk. But it's always going to be clear. There's never going to be confusion with that. And it's never going to be in a direction that doesn't bring Him honor and Him glory. And it's for you. It's always going to be to help bring honor and glory for Him and make you more Christ-like. Then you have thoughts of the flesh. The thoughts of the flesh are your own sinful desires internally. And so every day it's a constant battle with these sinful desires. You know, sometimes we make decisions because we think, oh, if I do this, then so-and-so is going to think this about me, and it's going to be uplifting, and I'm going to look great. It's going to bring me honor and glory. Or, you know, you give in to lustful desires and all of those things that are of the flesh that are just in our sinful nature that we have to battle through the Word and through prayer. We have to battle those constantly. And then you have thoughts from the enemy, which I just covered, which are the lies that come in, that bring you fear, that bring you anxiety, that bring you insecurity, because you're constantly worried about what other people are going to think of you. You're constantly worried about making the wrong decision. You're constantly worried of the worst case scenario of what's going to happen in certain scenarios. And you have to battle those as well.